Hello, Scorpios, especially Scorpio risings. It's going to be most accurate for Scorpio risings. If you're looking at your Scorpio sun, this is going to pertain more so towards your personal goals and or your career. So let's go ahead and get started. So on October 2nd, Mercury in your Virgo 11th house of friends, groups, communities, networking, and big goals, dreams, and aspirations is going to come into an opposition with Neptune in your Pisces 5th house. So there could be some kind of like project that you're working on for your career or even possibly with a group of people, but it could feel like there's a little illusion or confusion around some kind of personal project that you're working on. Or if you're trying to go out and about and you're trying to network, it could be that you have like a sick child at home, or it could also be that maybe somebody you're dating falls ill and you really want to invite them to the party, but they can't go. On October 3rd, Mercury in your 11th house is going to trine Pluto in your Capricorn 3rd house. So it feels like the way that you're communicating, the way that you're presenting, what it is that you're saying, the way that you're presenting your ideas is bringing you more power and more influence in regards to your social network and your audience if you have one. For some of you, you could be traveling to see friends, which could end up being very beneficial for you, either in regards to some kind of writing project or in regards to some kind of big goal, dream, or aspiration. On October 4th, Mercury is going to enter your Libra 12th house. So this could be more communication, more creative writing projects. The 12th house, it can represent film. It can represent, maybe like screenwriting, anything to do with the film industry. Maybe some of you are doing some kind of writing project behind the scenes. Maybe you guys are very focused on your mental health, maybe some kind of addictions, or maybe an addiction with another person, because Libra can represent like other people, or maybe with somebody that you have a relationship with. Let's see. There's going to be more introversion as well, I wanted to say. You could be feeling a little bit more introverted at this time. Mercury also rules your 8th house of the occult. So I'm wondering if you're like doing more tarot, or maybe you're learning more tarot, or maybe you're reading tarot, or doing something like with astrology or something like that. Very like backdoor stuff, in a way. Not in like a bad way per se. Hopefully not, right? But it just feels like you're learning something about spirituality and occult stuff. On October 8th, Venus is going to enter your Virgo 11th house. So more harmony, more fun, more blessings when it comes to friendships, groups, and communities that you're a part of. This is naturally a very lucky house. And Venus also brings some little tiny blessings wherever she goes. So I feel like it will be more harmony. I feel like you'll be, forming bonds. Venus rules your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. Maybe you'll meet a partner if you're single, or maybe you are going out with a partner, hanging out with a partner in like social circles, etc. Then Mars in your Libra 12th house is going to square Pluto in your Capricorn 3rd house. So I want to say be careful of like anything that you're saying or talking behind anybody's back, possibly around coworkers. Mars rules your 6th house, or coworkers doing some shady stuff behind the scenes. I will say this, because Mars and Pluto are both you, what you say can sabotage you. Okay, so be careful of what you're saying, what you're communicating. Mars and Libra can be a little bit of backbiting and passive aggressive behavior anyway. So I would be careful of what it is that you're doing behind the scenes. Okay, it could come to kind of bite you in the ass. And I also want to say this could very much be about like your mentality and the way that you're thinking. Very, very important for you to take care of your mental health at this time. October 10th, Pluto is going to go direct in your 3rd house. So maybe you're deciding to purchase a car, go forward with a car. Maybe you are deciding to go forward with a podcast that you had been revising or you've been thinking about. There's going to be more movement forward and more change in regards to the way that you think, speak, communicate, short distance travel, vehicles, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, etc. And for some of you, you could be like moving to a different neighborhood. On the same day, Venus in your Virgo 11th house, I can't move this, so keep in mind Venus will be in your 11th house. It's going to oppose Saturn in your Pisces 5th house. So it feels like a partner, or like It could be a partner, it could be somebody like you're dating, or it could be a child. It could feel like they are restricting your harmony or your ability to go out there with friends or go out with social groups. Maybe you have a friend that doesn't particularly care for somebody that you're dating. Maybe you are trying to have somebody you're dating come out with you and they don't like a friend of yours, or they could be kind of giving you the cold shoulder in some way. Let's see. Then on October 12th, we have Mars, which is one of your ruling planets, and it's going to move into your first house of self. Mars also rules your sixth house of day-to-day, working out, nutrition, your job, and your routine. So to me, this is going to be a very physical time for you. You could be very motivated, determined to get your diet in order, to get stuff done. This could also be you very focusing on transforming your physical body, being that Scorpio is about transformation. On October 13th, Mars in your Scorpio first house is going to form a trine with Saturn in your Pisces fifth house. So I really like this. It feels like your energy, your vitality, your determination, your assertion is being grounded through maybe like a creative project or through sex with a lover or, with somebody that you're dating. But you could be like channeling a lot of energy that you have towards some kind of creative project or even a business. October 14th, there's going to be a solar eclipse in your 12th house of spirituality, of creativity, of foreign. It can be foreign travel sometimes, the 12th house, but like meditation, isolation, where you go to rest. So this is like a new moon on steroids, right? And this could last for up to a year. The moon does rule your ninth house as well. So this is like, these are two very, very spiritual, meditative, godly houses kind of. This can be about like you practicing your faith, you coming up with a new faith, you coming up with a spiritual practice, or you coming up with a new creative practice that makes you feel like you're finding your purpose in some way. Ninth house can be like your purpose. It's going to be like a catalyst basically, or you could have like a epiphany behind the scenes. October 20th, there's a couple of things going on. So we have the sun is going to come into a conjunction in Libra in your 12th house. So this is called a Mercury cazimi. So this is when the Mercury and the sun come together to conjoin. So this is like a revelation, an idea, an epiphany. So on top of the solar eclipse that you're having in the 12th house, this is also going to be like an epiphany, an idea of some sort. However, the same day, keep in mind, Mercury is still going to be in your 12th. Mercury is going to come into a square with Pluto in your Capricorn third house. Right after that, the next day on October 21st, the sun is going to come into a square from your 12th house to Pluto in your third house. So this can very much be something around like your mental health. And you could be feeling like you have a lot of stuff to get done, a lot of maybe errands that you need to run, but it's like you just want to rest, you just want to relax. There could be like you need a break, okay? This could be you having like a mental breakdown, okay? Or maybe, you were talking to a therapist in some way. I would say use writing as a form of transcendence, or speak to a therapist, because your mental health is going to be important at this time. Then on October 22nd, we're going to have Mercury, and it's going to enter your Scorpio first house. So you could get really, really busy right now. Expressing yourself more, communicating more. Maybe you're revealing something to someone. Maybe you're focusing on getting deeper with people. Mercury also, it does represent your 8th house. Mercury also represents your 11th house. Maybe you have some friends that are talking to you more. Maybe you guys are getting really deep, or maybe like some secrets may be revealed, or you may reveal some secrets. So that's why I said kind of like be cautious of what you're saying behind closed doors. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. I'm just saying, a word of caution, right? That's why we watch astrology stuff. So on the same day, Venus in your Virgo 11th house Remember, it's going to be in your 11th house, and it's going to come into a gorgeous, gorgeous trine with Jupiter in your Taurus 7th house. So partnerships or clients could be expanding and growing and bringing you more abundance due to some kind of success that you're having with your goals and or networking, or both. The same day, October 22nd, Mercury, that's going to be in your 1st house of self, is going to trine Saturn in your Pisces 5th house. So I just love this day. It seems like the way that you're communicating is more productive because you could be putting it into like a creative project or some kind of business, or it could be like you and a child having more conversations. Maybe you're talking more about a business idea or something like that with like, a group or community, or, bouncing ideas off of one another. It just feels like your social circle is really expanding. Some kind of client is maybe bringing you some kind of abundance and expansion in your life. It just looks really good because Jupiter also rules your 2nd house of the money that you make. So for a lot of you, you are making a lot more money, and it's like you may be having fun while you're doing it because Jupiter also rules your 5th house. So then on October 23rd, let's see, we have the sun that's going to enter your Scorpio 1st house of self. So, all eyes on you. The sun also rules your 10th house of career and reputation and how you're seen out in the world, how the public views you. And it's also in your 1st house of self. So I feel like all eyes are going to be on you near the end of October 23rd. It could be a big focus on your career and your physical body and your goals. And then October 24th, the sun in your Scorpio 1st house is going to make a trine to Saturn in your Pisces 5th house. So more vitality, more focus in regards to your appearance and the body, working out, your creativity, and some kind of maybe structured self-owned business is really being brought to the spotlight in some way. I feel like there's something that's really charging up your career or your reputation and just you as an individual. This is a great transit. Then we have October 28th. There's a big fat lunar eclipse in your Taurus 7th house of one-on-one partnerships, clients, and intimate partnerships if you're in a relationship. So think about like November 8th of last year in 2022 when we had a solar eclipse in Taurus. I think that's the one. I hope I'm not getting this wrong. This is maybe like an ending or a culmination or a reveal or the results from whatever that was. So to me, this may be like, maybe you're having an ending to a relationship, or something is going to be revealed to you about like a client, or maybe it's something with travel. Maybe a partner is like traveling to see you. The moon does rule your 9th house, or there's something going on here in regards to some kind of partnerships or client base, either in regards to travel, education, or faith, okay, spirituality. And then on the same day, October 28th, Mars, that's going to be in your Scorpio 1st house, is going to oppose Jupiter in your Taurus 7th house. And then Mercury, which is going to be in your Scorpio 1st house, is also going to oppose Jupiter in your Taurus 7th house. Now, this isn't the best aspect. Oppositions are harder aspects, but it's aspecting Jupiter, which is the greatest benefic in astrology. So whatever it is, there may be like some kind of disagreement, or you could even be being a bit aggressive with a partner, maybe even when it comes to sex, to be honest. Okay, maybe like really like putting the moves on somebody. But it seems like more fun or sex related, with you kind of like taking the initiative for some of you if you're in some kind of intimate partnership, or maybe you will be, and there could be like some back and forth around like sex, like money or goals or something like that. I would say just be careful of not like pissing somebody off, okay? Be cautious of not like pissing somebody off, or somebody being like, oh my God, give me a break, like, okay. Or a client could feel like you're being too pushy with something, okay? And then we have October 29th, Mercury, that's going to be in your 1st house, is going to come into a conjunction with Mars, which is also going to be in your Scorpio 1st house. So once again, this makes me feel like there could be a lot of aggression coming from your end, or you could be being more assertive with things. Very much focused on like learning, very much focused on your physical health with Mars ruling your sixth house. This could also be like a friend maybe inquiring about you or asking you a lot of personal questions, because Mercury also rules your eighth house. And you could be becoming like a bit combative about it, or maybe even a bit defensive. Or you could also be very focused on like other people's money, talking with friends, networking with people in order to make more money. So it doesn't have to be bad. You know, Mars loves being in the first house, and Mars loves being in Scorpio. So I feel like it'll be fine. And then to end the month, we're going to have on October 31st, Venus in your Virgo 11th house is going to make a gorgeous trine to Uranus in your Taurus 7th house of one-on-one relationships. So maybe something about your partner, them like breaking the molds or breaking out of something, like being different and original, and just their overall personality and what they're bringing to the table could be somehow bringing more like harmony and balance and blessings in regards to your friendships, networks, audience, and community. Okay. So thank you so much, Scorpio and Scorpio rising. Let me know how this is playing out for you in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you have not, and the best of luck to you. Talk soon.